Khandelwal Vaishya Girls Institute of Technology is a unit of Shri Khandelwal Vaishya Educational Trust SKVET, registered on 29 June 2009, constituted by Shri Khandelwal Vaishya Hitkarni Sabha, Jaipur. The main objective of the SKVE Trust has always been to develop and manage various social welfare pursuits for the benefit of the society. The Trust adjoins upstanding members of the Khandelwal Samaj who generously donate for the above noble causes. The arduous efforts of the trustees and the office bearers of the SKVE Trust, along with the cooperation of society, will definitely bring approbation and fulfill the objective of empowering the women through higher education. It aims to prepare students to become leaders of character and influence in an independent global community. With its locational convenience, modernized academics, infrastructural facilities, and a healthy and harmonious campus environment, the institute offers a unique space for learning, holistic growth and professional development. Innovation, technology and values go hand in hand at KVGIT. A one-of-its-kind girls' college in terms of infrastructure, KVGIT boasts a grand amphitheatre, an indoor sports area, a library abundant with books from a wide variety of subjects to supplement the students' growth, and specialized high-tech laboratories with sophisticated equipments for physics, chemistry, zoology, botany and computer science. In these labs, students can engage with several educational resources to further their understanding of their subjects and the world. A recently built auditorium with a seating capacity of 700 people, equipped with all modern facilities including the latest multimedia projectors and surround sound, is available for the students' use for cultural and educational activities. An on-campus hostel is available for the students, enabling them to spend more time in the institute, access the library and computing facilities to aid their development as responsible intellectuals. The institute also provides a canteen for the students, where they are served nutritious and filling food for the students, keeping their needs and hygiene in mind. The management committee of the institute is dedicated to imparting quality and professional education of the highest standard using the medium of English, while at the same time not neglecting basic Indian values. Home to 1,350 students, KVGIT offers several undergraduate and postgraduate courses including MSc, MCom, MA, BA, BSc in Biology, BSc in Mathematics and BBA. Also offers MBA courses approved by the AICTE and affiliated to Rajasthan Technical University. Learning is made easy for the students by use of smart classrooms all over the campus. The placement team handles all aspects of placement at KVGIT to foster an all-round culture among the students and epitomize their power of innovation. KVGIT organizes various events within the campus, which provides students with a platform to enhance their knowledge and skills.
The placement internship that are provided is the best part of our KVGIT. They always help us to support and giving guidelines. KVGIT added feathers to my life. Most of the students of KVGIT are placed in companies like Infosys, Janpact, etc.
KVGIT leaves no stone unturned in ensuring that the students get a well-rounded and promising education. Students get the opportunity to pursue a wide range of sports like rollball, netball, wrestling, judo, volleyball, badminton, athletics, kabaddi, carom, chess and table tennis.
I'm glad to be a part of this prestigious institution. Our college not only focuses on studies, we have extra co-curriculum activities like NSS, Scout Guide and sports. If we talk about sports, we represent our college on international, national and state level. We won many trophies and medals in inter-college competition and in inter-university competition. We organize seminars on various social awareness by renowned speakers. To make people free from addiction, we organize drug de-addiction camp in slums. We time to time visit orphanage and old age home of Jaipur to make people familiar and to provide them services. Girls are trained to do self-defense. That's all. I'm happy to be a part of this prestigious college.
They are diligently trained by a sports instructor and have represented the college on national and international levels. Showing off their immense talent, students regularly win sports events with overwhelming performances. Recently, a student Pratibha Parikh won a gold medal at the 4th Rollball World Cup. Another girl, Poonam Rathore, was selected in All India Softball Tournament held at the University of Calicut. Another student, Pinky, won a bronze medal in wrestling held at University of Rajasthan. Safety and security are integral to KVGIT's educational goal. Apart from the guards at the gates, CCTV cameras have been installed across the grounds for round-the-clock surveillance.
I'm very lucky being a part of KVGIT college. It is the best college where we can develop ourselves. Apart from this, our college organizes many clubs like grooming club, public speaking, personality development, cultural and IT clubs, and science exhibition also. There is a safe and secure environment for girls, and it is the best college for girls.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be a moderator for today's webinar on Faculty Development Program. And on behalf of Principal Ma'am, Dr. Anju Gupta, I extend a warm welcome to the people in the gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all the esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and taking time out of their busy schedules in joining us for today's program. Before we start with our aim of today's webinar, let's pray to Goddess of wisdom and knowledge for her benediction.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्
I'm extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to introduce to all of you to our esteemed guests for today's program. First, I would like to introduce you Mr. Somanlal Tambiji, founder, president of SKVET. He's a renowned industrialist, philanthropist, and a visionary leader. He is recognized as an able institution builder. He has a rich experience of over 45 years of pharmaceutical distribution business. He has been elected thrice as the General Secretary of Rajasthan Chemist Association. He has also been holding an ionic position of Chief Editor, Khandelwal Mahasabha Patrika for last 9 years. His vision has aligned Sri Khandelwal Vaishya Educational Trust to develop and manage various social welfare schemes for benefits of the society. He is a well-known face in the political arena in Jaipur. He has been Corporator of Bani Park constituency and President of Health and Sanitation Committee, Jaipur Municipal Corporation from year 2004 to 2000 year, and the president of Sri Khandelwal Vaishya Karni Sabha from year 2002 to 2014. Mr. Tambi is associated with Rotary Club and Lions Club also. Now we are having with us Mr. M.L. Khandelwalji. He is the General Secretary, SKVE Trust, a postgraduate in engineering from IIT Delhi, is recognized for taking most challenging tasks with his exhilarating presence. He has over 50 years of managerial and engineering experience and phenomenal record of team leadership, and has subject matter expertise for many organizations in India and abroad. He has promoted Continental Petroleum Limited and Unique Techno Associates Private Limited, manufacturing, marketing and exporting premium quality of lubricants and fuel oils for industrial and automobile applications. He is the chairperson of these companies with headquarters at Jaipur and factories at Behror, Rajasthan. He is an open communicator who forms productive partnership with contributors at different levels. He is a dedicated professional with his firm commitment to the responsibilities undertaken. We are having with us Dr. Anju Gupta, Principal KVGIT. She is an eminent educationist and a researcher, holds doctorate in commerce from the University of Rajasthan and MBA with dual specialization in human resource management and marketing management. She is associated with various professional bodies and universities as a subject expert. She has co-authorized 5 books on mercantile law, management, marketing, and has written various articles in the national journals of repute. In addition to her publications include different write-ups for prestigious professional and educational institutes in recognition of distinctive academic, professional, and social welfare contributions. Dr. Gupta holds a unique acumen of being esteemed top academic and professional honors, including state level award by Directorate of College Education, Government of Rajasthan, Departmental Scholarship for Research by Department of Business Administration, University of Rajasthan, appreciated by Jaipur chapter of ICSI and Jaipur chapter of ICAI, Khandelwal Women's Club, Khandelwal Vaishya Samaj Samiti and Lines. Now I request Principal Ma'am kindly give introduction of our key speaker, Professor Dr. D.K. Palwalia.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, madam. Namaskar, please.
First of all, formal introduction is given by our moderator. I would like to again introduce Shri Sohanlalji Tambi. He is the founder, president of Shri Khandelwal Vaishya Educational Trust, and Shri M.L. Khandelwalji, who is the general secretary, and he is MTech from IIT Delhi. Yeah. So a very good afternoon to all of you. Swami Vivekananda once said that education is the manifestation of perfection already present in us. It is something which is there within us, and it is up to ourselves that how much we strive for it and how much we desire to learn. With this thought in mind and zeal to learn, I, Dr. Anju Gupta, welcome you all, the esteemed intellectuals in this 5 days International Faculty Development Program. It's a great honor to me to introduce Professor Dr. D.K. Palwania, Dean Academics, RTU Kota. Dr. Palsania he did his MTech from MNIT Jaipur and doctorate from IIT Roorkee. He has joined RTU in 1997 in the capacity of a lecturer, and presently he is working as a professor at Department of Electrical Engineering in RTU. He is also holding the position of Dean Academic Affairs and convener in Board of Studies. He chaired the Department of Electrical Engineering as HOD during his tenure The department was accredited by NBA in Tier 1st category. His research interests include power electronics and drives and control, induction generator, renewable energy, active power filter, fuel cell, and digital controller design with DSP and FPGA. He has published more than 120 international journal and conference papers. He has 2 national and 1 international book published. He has also published 4 patent applications. He has supervised 24 MTech theses and 9 PhD theses, and many are underway. He is a member of various professional bodies. He is serving as a referee for manuscript of several peer-reviewed international journals. He has several academic visits abroad. In one of his visits to Malaysia, he received IEEE Best Paper Award in year 2013. A very warm welcome to you, sir. In this 5 days faculty development program, just a minute, ma'am, can you share the PPT, please? Okay, let me share. The next slide. Yeah. In our first technical session, session 2nd, we'll have Professor Manoj Kumar Mishra. He will deliver his lecture on application of a statistical tool in research. Dr. Mishra is a renowned academician and researcher. He has 20 years of versatile experience of teaching, research, and administration in India as well as abroad. At present, he is Vice President and Professor, Department of Economics and Management at British American University, Florida. He is also Secretary, Forum for Interdisciplinary Research Methods. His MA in Economics, MSc in Statistics, PhD in Economics from Magad University. He has also been awarded Honorary Doctorate in Higher Education from Nigeria, Honorary Doctorate in Social Work from Philippines, Honorary DSc in Economics and Multidisciplinary Research from Florida, Honorary D.Lit in Econometries from USA, and Honorary DSc in Management from United Kingdom. He is a gold medalist and champion in academics and research world. He specializes in econometries, research methods, data analytics, and applied statistics. He has supervised 8 PhD scholars and currently guiding 6 PhD scholars. We welcome you, sir. In our next session, we'll have with us Professor Somdev. Professor Somdev has joined us. Okay. Professor Somdev is a retired professor from the University of Rajasthan. He has been director of UGC Academic Staff College, and he has authored 6 books on EFM, published more than 150 articles in national and international journals, and is associated with governing body of various institutions. At present, he is adjunct professor in Institute of Public Enterprises, Hyderabad. In the next session, we'll have with us. Next slide, please. Okay. Professor Pavan Kumar Sharma. Professor P.K. Sharma is retired professor from Vardhaman Mahavir Open University. He is an MCom, MPhil, and PhD, and he is associated with various universities of India in various positions. Right now, he is working as a resource person for Bosch Consultant, and he he has various positions related, and some of them are he served as a member in Board of Management, Academic Council, Director Academics for Center for Internal Quality Control. We welcome you, sir. In our last session, we will have Professor Dr. Leela Simon. She is an associate professor from Bhopal Institute, and she is a regular trainer for research aptitudes. We welcome you all on board. I would like to share the some of the facts regarding this FDP. In our first FDP during lockdown period, we have introduced some of the eminent speakers, and around 1,352 participants were there. And on request of them and high demand, we have introduced again this FDP. And at present, apart from various classes and regular academic activities, we have 597 participants from various parts of the India. It includes academicians and researchers from Tirthankar Mahavir University, University of Delhi, Academy for Higher Education, Coimbatore, Khalsa College, Chandigarh, various institutions from Varanasi, Nagpur, Jalore, Gurgaon, Alwar, Raipur, Kolkata, Kashganj, Calicut, Manipur, Chhindwara, Meerut, Assam, Firozabad, Pratapgarh, Roorkee, Patna, Odisha, Allahabad, Assam, Amritsar, and of course from Rajasthan. I welcome you all to this 5 days FDP program, and I wish that this FDP will be beneficial for all of the academician and researcher. That the main focus of the FDP is on how can we can choose the publications, various journals, and of course various funding agencies who will contribute to the research. Thank you all. Yeah, Shivani ma'am, continue.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now I would request Mr. Sohanlal Tambiji, Founder President, SKVET Trust, to kindly welcome Professor Dr. D.K. Palwalia, Dean Academics, RTU Kota.
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है मैम?
बिल्कुल आ रही है सर।
नमस्कार, खंडेलवाल वैश्य गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी वैशाली नगर जयपुर के तत्वाधान में इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ राइटिंग रिसर्च पेपर विषय पर आयोजित 5 दिवसीय ऑनलाइन फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि श्रीमान प्रोफेसर धीरज पालवालिया जी, डीन एकेडमिक्स अफेयर्स RTU कोटा, एवं कीनोट स्पीकर प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार मिश्रा जी, प्रोफेसर सोमदेव जी, डॉक्टर लीला साइमन जी, प्रोफेसर पवन कुमार शर्मा जी, खंडेलवाल वैश्य गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी और ट्रस्ट के महामंत्री श्रीमान मदन लाल जी खंडेलवाल, कॉलेज की प्राचार्य डॉक्टर अंजू गुप्ता जी और कार्यक्रम में भाग लेने वाले सभी महानुभाव, मैं आपका ट्रस्ट की ओर से और खंडेलवाल गर्ल्स इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी की ओर से हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं और आशा करता हूं कि 5 दिवसीय कार्यक्रम हम सभी लोगों के लिए एक उत्साहजनक होगा और ये अपने कैरियर के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा गाइडलाइन यहाँ पे हमारे को स्पीकर से मिलेगी। मैं एक बार पुनः अपनी ओर से और KVGIT की तरफ से आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request Mr. Madan Lal Khandelwal ji, General Secretary, SKVET Trust, kindly address today's FDP.
Hello, are you able to listen me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Our distinguished chief guest, for today's 5-day online faculty development program being commenced today. Professor Dr. D.K. Palwalia, Dean Academics and RTU, our President of Shri Khandelwal Vaishya Educational Trust, Shri Badaya Sahab, the founder, patron, Shri Sohanlalji Tambi, and the ex-president of the trust, principal of the college, Dr. Anju Gupta, and all other various guests who have taken all the pains to attend this program and who have arrived here. We welcome all of you, sir. First of all, I must thank all of you to select Khandelwal Vaishya Girls College for such a nice and knowledgeable program. The theme of the entire faculty development program is Insight of Writing Research Paper. Is actually a very good theme which has been selected, and it will open a horizon of knowledge to all the people who have arrived here today. I am a very small person so far this knowledge is concerned in front of the various learned and experienced academicians and professors such as Professor Somdevji, Professor Pawan Kumarji, Dr. Leela Simon, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Mishra, and other academicians who are invited to deliver and discuss the various issues relating to insights of writing research paper. I would like to say here that we should address the issues such as what should be the quality of the good research paper, or what are the characteristics of a good research paper. We should stress our discussions and knowledge on such subject. Next is what should be the ideal format for writing research so that it can easily be understood and implemented. The research which should be done should be most practical and should be least criticized. It should be advantageous to the environment and the human being. And of course, if it is being implemented, then the cost optimization should be one of the very important factor for its successful implementation. We all know that these days there are a lot of resources from where the researchers can collect and gather materials to begin reviewing them. And these are the information sources such as Google Scholar, online encyclopedia, LMRSS, and databases, books and periodicals, newspapers, government publications, guides and reports. The note should be prepared with proper citations to build your own bibliography. The latest thing is that the Purdue Online Writing Lab, that is OWL, and other university writing lab websites are excellent resources to help researcher to understand what information he or she will need to collect to properly cite references. Whenever the research is completed, the researcher should ask himself the questions on his research paper, that what are the merits and demerits of this research, how the human being will be helpful from his research outcome. So all these factors should be considered. I think this is in brief, which I want to tell you. Once again, I must thank all of you, including all the guests and the students of the college who are attending this knowledgeable educating program. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request our chief guest, Professor Dr. D.K. Palwalia, Dean Academics, kindly guide our fellow researchers with your remarkable knowledge and experience.
Thank you, Shivani madam. Indeed, I am delighted to be present among this august gathering, and thank you with giving me the honor. Like the more heavy words like chief guest, I am among you. and very much among you. I'm as much a faculty as Madam Anju is there and Madam Shivani is there. In fact, I would rather ask Shri Tambi Saab or Shri Khandelwal Saab to become chief guest in such events. So it would be more appropriate. Delighted with the knowledge and wisdom with Tambi Saab and Khandelwal ji. Khandelwal ji, जैसे उन्होंने introduction में कहा, he is from postgraduate from IIT Delhi, and that reflected with his speech also. And he's a vast knowledge about the field and know the outcome of the research. I'm highly delighted, Madam Anju Gupta, for calling me to be present in this inaugural ceremony. Although you give me only a few hours to be present here, and it's not a big task, but sometimes we hesitate that I have not accumulated a short note to deliver my talk. I also welcome to all the young participants, which one are the future aspects, and for whom we are doing all this exercise. The most young, talented, energetic, and as I was saying in an introductory video series that you played for a short time, such a young, talented bunch of students you are having. So I welcome all those dynamic participants to this workshop. And the list of speakers that you have presented, I think a few of them, Dr. Som and Dr. P.K. Sharma, that I know personally. And I think they are the best in their field. And I hope my young fellows will take maximum benefit from their knowledge and wisdom. I have been asked to conduct a few words or conduct this session first. मुझे लगता है कि मेरी तो knowledge थोड़ी छोटी है, फिर भी मैं I will try to explain my brief in a short duration of time. If I really recall, I'm very inspired with one of the book that is Making Time by Steve Taylor. And in the starting of the book, Mr. Steve Taylor says about the time management, और उन्होंने एक example दिया. If you go to some place, जाते हैं जब तो time बहुत ज़्यादा लगता है, लौटते में time कम लगता है. When we go for some unknown places, then while moving toward that place, it takes a lot of time, and at the return, the journey seems to be shorter. हम सबके साथ ये एक्सपीरियंस एक्सीड हुआ होगा. कहीं भी जाते हैं, जाने में बहुत ज्यादा समय लगता है, आते वक्त ऐसा लगता है कि समय काफी कम लगा. The theory behind that, the concept of the time management, and that author said about the absorbent time and non-absorbent time. 3 घंटे मूवी देखते हैं, पल में ही समय निकल जाता है. 3 घंटे जो है, फॉर माय यंग स्टूडेंट ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, 3 घंटे लेक्चर सुनते हैं तो बहुत लंबे लगते हैं. ओके, absorbent time and non-absorbent time means whenever you are looking for a new things, जब आपको कोई चीज नई दिखाई दे रही है तो टाइम बड़ा हो जाता है. When you are moving towards some unknown places, all the things right in front or left or right, these are new to you. नया है इसलिए टाइम ज्यादा है. And when you are returning back, those things are repetition. Old है, repetition है, टाइम कम है. Okay. So research का एक बहुत बड़ा मुझे एडवांटेज नजर आता है कि किसी भी रिसर्चर के पास टाइम की कोई कमी नहीं होती. He have a lot of time because For him, everything is new. Every aspect is new. पीके शर्मा सर जो है कैमरा ऑन किया सर, नमस्कार. So everything is new to him, and that's the key aspect behind, to enjoy those feelings, to creation of a new. So research is basically an enjoyment. आप उसमें इंडल्ज होंगे, जितनी गहराई से आप इंडल्ज होंगे उतना आपको उस चीज को अडॉप्टेबिलिटी बनेगी और आप उस चीज को एंजॉय कर पाएंगे. नाउ इफ वी आर इंडल्ज इन रिसर्च, तो हमारे यहाँ पर तो एक ओल्ड थ्योरी है, पीएचडी वाला रिसर्च करेगा, बाकी तो जो है पढ़ाई करेंगे. माय एस्पेक्ट इज द यंग अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट बी इंडल्ज इन रिसर्च. आप गूगल पे सर्च करिएगा, गूगल पे टास्क डालिए, and you will came to know 90% of the world patents, 90% of the world patents are being filed through undergraduate students only. 90% of the world patents. So undergraduate students, they are the key aspect. They are the generation of new thought, new resources, new ideas. And this is a key aspect of any research objective, to put yourself in challenge towards the new. Okay, so first aspect is that this research aptitude should be developed within undergraduate itself. Then it can be polished in postgraduate and during your PhD thesis or your PhD tenure. Okay, so one thing is to embed or inculcate research in undergraduate students. If we see that the difference, if we categorize the students, so there are the number of literature will categorize the student in the 4 categories. And category 1 is those who know. Category 2 is those who know what they know and also know what they don't know. Category 3rd is those who know what they know but don't know what they don't know. And category 4 is those who know, those who don't know. So category 1st and 4th, those who knows, like Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, Sri Ravi Shankar, they know, those who know. Those who don't know, category number 4, is there outside my home, digging a hole or making road or making some masonry work and building some home. But category 2 and 3 is belongs to students. Category 2 is those who know what they know and also know what they don't know. They also know what they don't know. They know what they don't know. And in category 3rd, those who know what they know, but they don't know what they don't know. So what we usually do is a transformation of category 3 to category 2. We usually try our student best to tell them what they don't know. And that's why we transform the student from category 3 to category 2. We are here to give the knowledge to the students that you don't know this thing. What we do, the student come to us in first year and we show him a syllabus. Look, my child, this is a syllabus and this syllabus you don't know. And now start reading with this syllabus and with the given reference textbook. I am here to help you. I will elaborate you the contents and this content that you don't know. What that student then do, once obtaining that he don't know this thing, he start knowing that thing. He start knowing that thing. Transformation from category 3 to category 2, and then his whole life comes to category 2 to category 1. So our responsibility is to tell the student what he don't know. Although it is very typical to make a syllabus of a life. And I think a virtually learned guru or virtually learned professor can tell you what you don't know in your life. Similarly is the researches. The whole aspect of the research is to find out what you don't know. And once you find it out that I have not known it, I have find it that what I don't know, you start doing your research. There is no syllabus like in your UG study or in your PG studies. You have to first introduce yourself with the problem, with the aspect of life, with the aspect of your studies, with the aspect of your research. You have to first find out what you don't know. And if you first define what you don't know, and you have established that this thing is there, and I don't know this thing, that become your objective of your research. Now, where from you will learn that this thing I don't know? It will be from the society, from the literature, from your surrounding, from your teacher, from your research papers, that these things I don't know. Now, what kind of research you want to do? You have to focus on that. You want to do a social research? Then go to some social sphere and find out what you don't know. And if you get the answer, what you don't know, then that will become your objective of research. This is my first objective of research. This thing I don't know, I have granted the objective, this I don't know. Then you have to write down how you came to know that you don't know this thing. That will be your literature review. With these sources and this analysis, I came to know to this conclusion, then this is a problem that I don't know. So if you clearly define, if you can clearly define with the literature review, the objective of your work, I tell you, your 90% of the work is complete. Your 90% of the research is complete at the time when you formulate the aspect of what you don't know. This is not known. Okay. It could be in any aspect of life. It could be towards your research. It could be towards your life cycle, toward your living, towards your academics, towards your UG and PG studies. Okay. So first frame yourself as the objective. Once objective is fixed, then you have to justify that objective. If you are able to justify that objective effectively, I'm sure that your 90% of the work is complete. But here comes another aspect. Nothing is pure in life. Nothing is pure in life. Nothing is 100%. To clearly identify the thing that this is the unknown thing, you cannot create it as a pure. And then you have to show some evidences to prove yourself that this is pure and can be tested through these methodologies. And definitely, as it is not pure, you have to make some assumptions. And those assumptions are normally encountered in your hypothesis or your say bindings, bind factors, or is it relate to the what area you are working on? If it is an engineering, we can call it assumptions. If it is an arts, literature, and like that kind of field, we a hypothesis of your work. Okay, so and if you have mathematics also, we kind of the binds of the problems, upper bind and lower binds, box problem. Under these circumstances, this is true. And once you got these things binded and process your idea, then there will be some result. And definitely if your things are pure, your result will be unique and you will be able to conclude it in a better conclusion form. So rather than it's a skill, I rather call it as a life cycle. You embed it in your life cycle. Research is an aptitude rather than a skill. If you adopt it as an aptitude, I think you will be a good researcher. If you adopt it as an passion, you will have a good outcome of that. It should not be that I'm doing my PhD, I'm doing my SRF or ZRF for the sake of a scholarship, or so for the sake of publication of few papers, or for the award of my degree. It should be embedded within your life. And it should be adopted like a passion. Research is pure. And while you are doing research, you are doing something very good to your society, something very good for your academics. You are justifying yourself, and it's a pleasureful thing. As I earlier told you, the time theory says you will never have the limitation of time also. You are doing something new, something good. Government is also running so many number of programs by the different names, like a startup program. What that startup program is? What this startup topology is basically a new thought and its adoption. It's promoting the new thought, new idea. What this Ola, Uber, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what all these things are is the new idea, new thought, new beginning, new learning. Okay, so I think there are a lot of wonderful speakers who is there assembled through this workshop, and hopefully you will be you will be eager to listen to all of them, and would be highly you will be highly benefited with that with the interaction with these eminent speakers. So I will not take a lot of time. I think I have taken a lot of time. Madam Anju Gupta was telling me that, sir, that's it's a 4 or 5 minutes, but we are teacher, madam, and we cannot stop ourselves while start speaking. So I just stop here, and I'm again thankful to you and to the KGIT college persons and moderator, Madam Shivani Rana, madam. So thank you for giving me an opportunity for introduction, and thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and the kind of knowledge and experience you shared with our fellow researchers. Thank you so much. Now, may I request Principal Ma'am Dr. Anju Gupta kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. धीरज सर, it's a blessing कि आप हमारे साथ आज जुड़ पाए. आज इनॉग्रल सेशन था, आपसे हम सीख पाए, समझ पाए. आपके डायरेक्शन में राजस्थान टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी में जितने भी कॉलेजेस आते हैं, वहाँ डे टू डे इस तरीके की एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज आप करवाते हैं, आपके डायरेक्शंस में वो होती हैं. और आज हमें भी आपका डायरेक्शन, आपका गाइडेंस मिला So we are very glad to have you here, sir. मैं एक बार वापस से इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहूंगी प्रोफेसर पवन कुमार शर्मा सर हमारे साथ हैं। सर मोस्ट वेलकम यू सर। सर का सेशन रहेगा हमारे साथ, वो हमारे एमिनेंट स्पीकर रहेंगे और वैसे भी सर का गाइडेंस हमें हमेशा मिलता है। प्रोफेसर सोमदेव हमारे साथ हैं। सर मैं चाहूंगी एक बार आप वीडियो ऑन करें। आप मेरे गुरु रहे हैं, आपका आशीर्वाद हमें मिला, आपने सहर्ष मेरा आमंत्रण स्वीकार किया और आप हमारे को गाइडेंस देंगे, ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है। थैंक यू सोमदेव सर। और प्रोफेसर मिश्रा आप हमारे साथ हैं। सर एक बार वीडियो अगर ऑन कर पाएं तो आप आपकी बहुत अच्छी प्रोफाइल है, काफी अपने आप को बहुत आपने एक्सप्लोर किया। लास्ट टाइम एफडीपी में भी हमने आपको सुना और बहुत ही अच्छा कंटेंट आपका था, स्पीकर्स ने आपको बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया। थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद अस इन नेक्स्ट 4 days। और लीला मैम अगर आप ज्वाइन हुई थे हमारे साथ, अभी हैं आप, प्लीज अगर हैं तो वीडियो ऑन करें, हम आपका भी बहुत बहुत वेलकम करते हैं। तो ऑल जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं, एट प्रेजेंट 259 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हमारे साथ जुड़ पाए हैं, जबकि मोर देन 550 पार्टिसिपेंट्स ऑल ओवर इंडिया से और अब्रॉड से भी, नाइजीरिया से भी हमारे साथ 1-2 लोग हैं। तो आप सभी एमिनेंट एजुकेशनिस्ट का हम वेलकम करते हैं, रिसर्चर्स का हम वेलकम करते हैं और ये मानते हैं कि ये जो हमारा एक एफर्ट है, एक छोटा सा एफर्ट हमने किया। सर धीरज सर मैं आज ऐड करना चाहूंगी कि ये कोविड टाइम में जबकि लोग बहुत परेशान हो रहे थे, मैं समझती हूँ हम एजुकेशनिस्ट ने इस टाइम को बहुत अच्छा एक्सप्लोर किया और बहुत सारी एफडीपीज, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, वर्कशॉप्स हम इस टाइम पे कर पाए। एआईसीटी ने भी बैक टू बैक बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज आरटीयू ने करवाई हैं, जिसमें यूनिवर्सल ह्यूमन वैल्यूज वाला जो टॉपिक था, दैट इज वंडरफुल वन। तो ये टाइम को बीइंग एन एकेडमिशियन हम एक्सप्लोर कर पाए, एक मैसेज दे पाए कि नेगेटिव से नेगेटिव सर्कमस्टेंसेस में भी हम किस तरीके से पॉजिटिव हो सकते हैं, उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। पवन सर आप हमारे साथ हैं आज इस इनॉग्रल सेरेमनी में। अगर प्लीज सर अगर आप कुछ, अगर आपका कुछ हमें डायरेक्शंस मिल सके।
Thank you. Anju ji, it is indeed a pleasure for all of us to be part of this wonderful event. These coming 4 days are going to be insightful and very useful because the type of persons you have involved in this activity are wonderful people with whom we have been interacting with for a pretty long time. Secondly, the research which Dr. Palwallia narrated, it is, we have to make it wonderful and enjoyable event and see there is the basic nature of the individuals to develop the inquisitiveness for learning something new. When a child comes on this earth, he or she starts crawling and in search of truth, a person will be moving ahead. Same way we find the researcher who is engaged into the activity, we treat them as the researcher for the purpose of making his or her career. But if we simply talk about the common man, we find that it is a basic inquisitive of a person to explore something new. See, what is truth? The truth is there to be, revealed by the concerned people. See, in the nature itself, truth is prevailing everywhere. The researcher has got the aptness in mind as how we can reveal the truth to the public, to the masses. That will be helping us. Second aspect, which is very important, is to develop the temperament or the attitude of the people concerned. See, there is nothing like the opportunity. There is nothing like the solution of the problem. But if there is a problem and we can identify the problem as Palwallia ji narrated, if you can identify the problem and narrate the specific objective to be explored with, then the half of the way we are going through. Same way we find the truth is always there. सत्य है, सत्य की खोज में हम लोगों को लगना है. So the truth, and it is the basic temperament which needs to be developed at what ultimately is the problem. If there is no problem, the society cannot grow. And if the society is to grow, one will have to explore, and one will have to reply certain questions in the mind, like Socrates narrated. If you develop the inquisitiveness of asking questions to the public, to the masses, to the concerned people, then there will definitely be solutions. So, for example, the questions which is what, where, how, when. If you simply explore these, aspects, then we can probe a way, and we can explore the way to lead ahead in the life. So, for example, if there was a problem, as Palwali narrated, the time never ends. If you have the problem of distance, then we will be thinking. We will be thinking to develop. We will be thinking to develop. He'll be thinking to develop a different type of set when we can cover the distance. So, for example, the wheel was invented by the common man, and from that wheel itself, now we are moving towards supersonic jets. So this is the journey of, say, travel. Same way we find and see the development of the society can be measured on different parameters. So today, when we talk about the parameters of the GDP or personal per capita income or the happiness index, so these are the indices which we have to explore and identify. And if we simply go in deep and explore the reasons behind that, I think that will be solving the problem. And the young minds, like students of your college or different parts of the colleges, if they explore and reply the basic questions or the tenets of the problems as what, where, how, when, then that is the first step, and that will be going to pave a way ahead in the way of direction. More the problems we identify, more are the solutions and more are the chances of growth and development. We are talking about Sone Ki Chidiya Ka Bharat. So the Sone Ki Chidiya Ka Bharat is not one day episode. Our rishis in Rig Vedas, particularly when we refer to Vedic philosophy, we find these the Vedic people have been exploring in the jungles as what is the truth. And these knowledge which were initially not accounted for in writing form could be missing today. But in today's context, when we talk about the facilities available, we find the internet is wonderful opportunity for us to explore, and we can reach to any particular point of time. See, in the years to come, this century is full of challenges and the particular type of skills we need. I was just exploring and I was going through a World Bank report. I was surprised to see India being the richest country in terms of the natural resources, in terms of the young people. See, average age of Indian is 29 years compared to America, Japan, Germany, or many of the European countries. We find that people are having the average age of 49 years, 48 years, 42 years. But this young group of this country is the asset which we have to explore, and how these young people can be converted into the opportunity. I will also add one thing. The future is having a different set of skill set. Say, for example, the people who can use the new technologies. Say, for example, IT-enabled services are there. But the need of the hour is that we are going to be highly technical, but the human cannot be replaced. The ultimate opportunity for all of us to use these human resources, to use this technology. The second aspect is the interpersonal relations. The interpersonal relations means that the technology cannot take place of the human relations. It is the human being which is to develop for that purpose. We will have to change our attitudes. So same way we find that unless we change our attitudes towards a particular phenomenon, see, phenomenological aspect reveals that the phenomenon is taking place, but the observant mind, the critical mind, the researcher mind will have to explore why this is happening in our society. If you can explore these things, for that purpose, we need a different type of attitude. So we can say simply the 21st century is not only to be equipped with reference to the technology, but the mindset is also to be developed. And I'm really happy that compared to advanced cities of the world, Jaipur is organizing, and especially your college is organizing this event under the aegis of Rajasthan Technical University. where many persons from technological advancement will be with us. We will be exploring. We will be talking about the funding resources here, because majority of the teachers, particularly, they think that the fund is not available. But I'm happy that Professor Somdev Goyal is present with us, who had been ICSR fellow, who will be giving the opportunities for us to explore, as the researcher does not require any type of fund for the purpose, for the activity of purpose, for this purpose of research. The funding agencies are available. Naturally, all other resources are available, like Rajasthan Technical University or AICT or UGC. These are the agencies which will be available for funding the research activity. Simultaneously, there will be, see, in the name of data, we got lost in the jungle of research. The data we should not be so fearful, but you made it a right kind of practical session where the statistical tools are to be used appropriately. We are not slaves of the statistical tools. Rather, we have to get the reins of the resources, the statistical tools, and with the help of application of these statistical tools, we can make the things available. Statistics is simply to make the things in the narrative manner, in the very simplified manner. The data is to be converted into the statement, and the quantitative data is to be converted into the qualitative aspect, so that the things can be understood by the society as a whole. So this is the way the things are going to move ahead, and I'm really happy and honored to be part of this activity. And when there will be appropriate time for us to deliberate further, I'll be joining you people in one of the sessions. Thank you very much, Anjuji, for giving me the opportunity. Right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You have very truly narrate the whole 5 days sessions. And Professor Somdev is also with us. Sir, we'll have your session separately too, but in this inaugural session, just within 2 minutes, we want your blessing, sir. Please, Professor Somdev. Yes, sir. अनम्यूट करो सर को co-host बनाओ. So kindly unmute yourself, please. Good.
So Dr. Anju Gupta and friends, and it is after a very long time that I could see Pawan speaking so nicely as ever. I thought that I'll be speaking only in my session, but now since you have persuaded me to speak something on this, the only thing I wish to tell you on this occasion is that the research is a very serious area and which is terribly lacking among the academics. That is most important. So first of all, let me congratulate you for having organized such an important session. This will really add value, not only to the existing faculty who have completed their research, but to also them who are likely to pursue their research in all possible areas. Since my area is only the social science area, which is our commerce, management, and others, what I'm feeling these days is that there is not a problem of analysis, there is a problem of imagination. Say, for example, you are building a bridge on a river, and historically the river has gone up to the level of, say, 30 feet. Then the engineers will think that this river will never go up beyond 30 feet, so they will take a height of 40 feet. But when the river takes up the height of 40 feet, then all things goes west. So that is very important. Adding new dimensions are extremely important. Another important thing is that you must think beyond tools. Pawan Sharma has very, very rightly said, all different kinds of tools are available. SPSS, this version, this version, this version, but we have to think beyond tools. There are certain ethical constructs that have to be taken into account. But of course, in our country, we are feeling the problem of the finance, or you can say the funding of the research, on which I'll be dealing separately whenever my turn comes. And last but not the least, of course, there are so many things, but Anju has given me just 2-3 minutes. The reading habits have to be inculcated. Now these days, what is happening? Whatever coming our way through the WhatsApp or through the internet, we are taking them as authentic. Please question them. Do not accept them what they are or the way they are being fed to us. So unless we will learn questioning, Pavanji named Socrates, that teaching is known as catechized kind of teaching. Asking questions, more and more questions. We don't provoke the students to ask questions in the class, unfortunately. In fact, we must provoke people to ask a question that will open up, number one, new areas of research, number two, new thinking, number three, out-of-box thinking, number four, different kinds of solutions. So these are very important things. So I hope in the sessions to come, so many learned speakers will dwell upon these themes. So thank you very much. And I also thank you for making me meet the old friends like Pavan, because Pavan has been very dear to me, a very old friend of mine. So thank you very much, Anjuji, and your entire team. Thank you very much.
For your queries. Thank you all. Thank you, Somdev sir. Thank you, Pavan sir. And thank you, Palwania ji. Shri Sohanlal ji Tambi, founder president, SKVT, for being with us in this inaugural session. And I believe with your presence and direction, the next 4 days will be contributed a lot to the academic pursuance of all of us. With these thought in mind, I thank you all again, all the academicians, all the researchers, my faculty members and team to be associated with us. Thank you. Thank you all.